Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Now, accidents happen. We all need to accept that accidents happen. And this from Nitecore is something that will help, hopefully, with those accidents. This is their electronic emergency whistle, or its exact code for it is the NWE10. So this is a small whistle that you can attach to. So this is, and generally this has just arrived. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at this quickly, and then what I thought is let's actually test this out. I'm at home at the moment, but I'll run down into the woods and I'm going to get my daughter to come down into the woods to see if she can find me. I'm going to go where I usually film, which I've took my wife to several times, but I've never took either of my daughters to. So I'm going to see if she can find me using this whistle. Now, the box itself, the box itself, it's a reasonably small box. It doesn't need to be massive on here. It's got some of your your big notes on here. So inside here, it does have an internal battery. It's a 300 milliamp hour battery. As far as its dust and water rating is concerned, it's IPX7. So if you've got this attached to you, it's going to be perfectly fine whilst out in the rain. As far as the measurements are concerned, the actual whistle itself, I'll leave the exact measurements down here, but it's just over 2 inches by just over an inch wide by just over an inch deep. So it's perfectly small that you can clip this to pretty much anything, and it's not going to be an extra kind of dead weight whilst you're out and walking with this. Now, as far as the weight is concerned with this, it is genuinely really light. So it comes in at 38 grams. Or if you're using the extra little, what do they call it? They call this the out dock. If you're using the extra out dock on here and you have this clipped in here, it goes from 38 grams up to 48 grams, which isn't a massive jump. It's tiny. If you're out doing a long, hard slog, carrying an extra 48 grams on you definitely isn't going to make much of a difference. As far as the construction of this is concerned, it's made from a tough resin plasticky material. I've every confidence that this is nice and tough, especially with the IP rating of X7. But you can drop this from up to a meter, and you know it should still work. But these are designed to be clipped onto you. So the worst that's probably going to happen is if you're purposely dropping this, you'll have it clipped to something and you'll put your bag on the floor, and it'll just kind of bounce when it does that. They're available in a few different colours. The one that I have here, this is the bright orange version. Now I've mentioned these. So this is the actual electronic whistle itself. And I know I've mentioned you can clip this to you, but on the back here you have a reasonably tough clip, and underneath here there's actually like a little rubber insert as well. So if you've got this on you, like so. Actually, that's probably not the best one because it does slide reasonably well there. But let's say if you've got this clipped to something, then yeah, it doesn't slide around. For your sternum strap, this is perfect. You can put it there. It's out of the way. I'd probably double sternum strap that. Yeah, that stops that from sliding around. But then you've also got this out dock. So with the out dock, there's a couple of ways in which you can connect this. So at the top here, you have these split rings. So if you did want to put it onto some Pals webbing here, then you can pass it through the Pals webbing and it will fit. But then either side here and here you have these lips and a rubber band, so you can put that through there, so that if you want to attach this to something, then you can attach that to something as well. Maybe, let's say you have had an accident and you've fallen into a hole that you can't get out of, and for some reason your mobile phone's been damaged, but maybe you've got a trekking pole with you that you want to be able to lift up out of the hole, which will help to make this noise go further. So you could have this in this dock, pass your trekking pole through here, or at least put that around your trekking pole, and then you can hold your trekking pole a metre and a half. Is it a metre and a half? Probably about a trekking pole. I think you can get some trekking poles that might be a metre and a half, so that wherever you are, you can lift this up. if you're in a heavy wooded area and you're on the floor, then it's going to help to dampen the noise that comes from this. But again, if you can find a long stick or something that you can attach this to, you can put it on there like that, and then you can lift it up into the air. That will help to project the noise from this. Now, as far as the noise is concerned, I'm just going to put that down there for a second. So this comes in at 126 decibels. I'm going to press it. So it is quite loud, trust me, it is quite loud, and I'm purposely not pointing it at me because it's a directional noise. But as noise works, it still kind of points out. But anyway, so there's a few features on here. There's a continuous one, there's a momentary, there's an SOS, and then there's a beacon as well. Now, to be nice to my neighbours, I'm actually going to put my finger over the noise when this comes out. It genuinely is really loud. So to do momentary, you just press this button here on the front, press it, and you know it'll just do a single beep. If you want to do it longer, then you can keep your finger down on it. Now, if you keep your finger down on it, it will continuously just make that 126 decibels. After 10 seconds, or roughly 10 seconds, it will then go into SOS mode where you've got your ... dash. And what will happen with the ... dash is it'll do your ... dash as your SOS, or ... dash, you know what I mean. And then it will do it again roughly 3 minutes afterwards. There's kind of a 3 minute or so interval. So it'll do your ... dash bits for several seconds, it'll rest for a few minutes, and then it'll do it again, it'll do all that, and then it'll rest for another 2-3 minutes. Or there's a beacon mode, which if you do the beacon mode, it will then, rather than it doing it every few minutes, it will just beep every few seconds. So press it once, that's your kind of initial one. But then if I hold it down for 10 seconds, quite loud, and then in 10 seconds ish, we're now on the SOS. So with the SOS, it's doing the SOS, and you'll hear it do that, and now it'll be silent. So it'll be silent for roughly a few minutes, and then it'll do that SOS again. But you might be in an area where if there's a lot of foot traffic going past, that you just want to get some attention. So instead, if you do a press on here, it's now in beacon mode. So it just beeps every few seconds. Now again, I've got my finger over here just to respect my neighbours, but there it is. So, and then if you do a long press, that will turn it off. Now there is a battery indicator here on the front. Just if I turn this on, you'll see the battery indicator there. The battery on this, for its longest, should give you up to 80 hours worth of beeping. Now I'm guessing that's going to be your SOS, or it's going to be your beacon that will give you the longest. That will give you the longest on here. Oh, and as far as charging is concerned, so inside the box you get the whistle, you get the out dock. It comes with a USB charge cable, and then the charging port is here on the side. Now, normally I'd do the close now, but I'm not. I'm going to go and wake my daughter up, and I'm going to go and hide in the woods. I'm going to see if she can find me. So this might be fun. I hope she can. This would be really awkward if she couldn't find me. Now actually, so the point of these is, if like I say, I've been very lucky in my time out doing some pretty hairy stuff, that I've never fallen, I've never hurt myself, I've never found that I've like fallen into a hole and can't get out again. So these are designed hopefully so that somebody will be able to hear it over you shouting, because some people, well, why don't you just shout? Now there have been situations where people have fallen into things and they've shouted for hours on end, and they're just that tired that they just simply can't shout anymore, and that's what this will do for you. But hopefully it will get somebody's attention once they're close enough to you, so that then when they're close enough you can then shout, "I'm here, I've fallen in a hole," or I don't know, I was just trying to think of another thing that you could shout, but whatever it is, you can give them more better directions to where you are. So I will do that with this. I'm not going to just fully cheat and try and see if Adelheid can completely find me, but once she's close enough that I can hear her shouting to me, I'll then shout to her, which is exactly how you'd use this. So yeah, let's go and see if I can get Adelheid to find me whilst I'm in the woods. If you're enjoying the content today and you'd like to support my channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. If you do choose to do that, I'd like to say a huge thank you and welcome on board into the Moorlander community. Now back to today's content. So I'm exactly where I usually film. There's my favourite little piece of wood. I've got a stick, I'll put this on the end of it. I'm going to set this off now and see if Heidi can find me.
I think I can hear it now. It's faint, but I can kind of hear it. Come on. Hopefully Norman can sniff him out. Come on. Slowing me down, Belle. Now it sounds like a beep stop, whereas before it was like a long beep. It's getting slightly louder. Through here and to my right, maybe, I don't know. Let's go. It's that way. I'm lost. Let's go back. Go back. do you want to go? Then that is. Might have to shout. Dad!
Hello?
Come on then. Yeah. Come on.
We're still on the end of the stick. I have shouted to it so she knows she can hear me. But hopefully you'll see. This is pretty thick and dense, this is, and I am definitely off the beaten track. As I say, I come out here to film because nobody walks this way. So we'll see. She's done incredibly well just to be able to find me. So let's see if she can get any closer. Hope she can.
Again, Dr. Pepper bottle. So I know where I am. I think this is the right way, but I can't get to him. Where is he, Norm? I don't know if I'm going the wrong way. Now he's over there. Yeah? What? No! Let's go round again. Oh. Come on. Come on. Getting close.
Help me! Help me! Help me! I've fallen!
How do I get to you?
Just work your way through the bush.
I've found you now. Come on.
Hi.
Yeah.
Come back down the track.
Yeah.
Back down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Right, now turn left. Right, turn right.
Right. Come on, Norm.
Oh, I meant left.
Now.
Yeah.
Don't think so, pal. Come on.
You found me!
Norman found you at the last bit because he was listening.
Oh, was he? Shall I turn this off? How far away could you hear me?
I could hear you from the thingy.
You could hear me all the way back there, without that bit where it turns on?
But it was just one big long beep there.
Yeah, that's when you turn it on, and then after so many seconds it turns into the little kind of flippy ones. So could you hear me well through the trees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could hear you the whole time.
And can you hear the direction of it?
Yeah, I could hear which way you were. I knew you were over here, but I couldn't get through to you.
Cool.
Because of the bushes.
You saved my life, young lady. I appreciate that, Adelheid.
And
now,
Norman.
And you, of course, Norman. Yeah, well
He
done.
wasn't happy. He didn't like it.
Oh, well, it's Norman. Right. So there you go. She found me. It took her about 20 minutes. But as I say, I was well off the beaten path. That's where I go to film purposely because I know nobody walks past there. But with 20 minutes of this going off, eventually she found me. I tell you what I'll do as well, because some people are like, oh, that looks like you've edited it. I'm trying to work in advance of what some of the comments will be. So I'll also release the full footage of Adelheid trying to find me and then finding me at the end. I do think these are super useful. They're not unique to Nitecore. I know there are similar products out here, but it's definitely useful to have this. Accidents happen. Nobody plans for accidents, or at least you should plan for accidents, but nobody plans to have an accident. And this is just a very simple, light, probably life-saving solution that works. I'm glad to test it out in the woods as well. Where we were was really thick, dense undergrowth, so it's the worst possible kind of situation for something like this, unless you've got some woodland near you that's a lot thicker. But yeah, it's a good kind of demo of how perfectly this works. I'm glad she found me as well, just in case it would have been really bad if she couldn't have found me whilst I was using this. Now again, huge thank you to Nitecore. Full disclosure, this was sent to me free of charge. All they generally ask for is for some honest content, and this is, I'd like to think this is the most honest demo of how this would work, and Adelheid being able to find me. I'll leave some links below so that you can see more from Nitecore and where you can pick one of these electric whistles from. I'll leave some of my social media links below so you can see more from me here on Moorlander EDC and my sister channel Moorlander Tactical. And whether you're watching this on YouTube or Rumble, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander and stay EDC. Not too sure how much bloopers there is in this one, in fairness. But I hope you're all good. I hope you're all having an awesome week. And yeah, let's get on to say a huge thank you to the channel members.